Hey guys, welcome back to another video by me, Alexis. I come at you today with a dress that I replicated from this. This is the Garden of Eden dress by Fanci Club. I've been eyeing this dress for so long, so I'm glad I can now finally put it on my body, you know what I mean? In the original dress, they used a thin, sheer fabric, and I did actually try to make it with the sheer fabric at first, and it's just so delicate, and I have heavy hands, so I just decided, you know what, let me just use a stretchy fabric, and I had this left over from my bodysuit video. So yeah, I just thought I'd use this fabric instead, you know? The longest part of making this dress was, so after I made the flounce, is what it's called, we'll get to that, I had to fix all the raw edges, and that literally one flounce took about an hour to just get through the whole thing and fix all the raw edges. But other than that, it's super easy. I also made this flower too. And yeah, I've talked for way too much now, so let's just get started. I started by making a simple dress with a sleeveless shirt and a skirt that I already have. So that's what you can use if you want to make the dress yourself. All you need is a shirt and a skirt, and that's your pattern for you. I don't really make patterns too much because they're already in my closet, you know what I'm saying? So, you just got to get creative. So after I trace out the front part, I'm gonna go ahead and fold it over at the shoulder and then trace it for the back because we want it to be an open back. So I didn't cut out the back part. Okay, for the flounce, it's actually super easy. So it's literally a spiral. So my measurements were, I cut out a 20 by 20 square and then found where the middle was, and I put a pin in the middle, right? And then a flounce is essentially a spiral. So you want to just make it go around and around and make sure that the width is the same thing all the way around. It's just easy to show you. So if my explanation didn't make sense, the video will definitely make sense. Also, the width was 3.5 inches, I made it. And then I cut out 6 or 7 different flounces. I can't remember, but yeah, because you need one for the flower and then one right here. This is one, so. So at first, this was the settings that I had my sewing machine on to fix the raw edges for the flower and then this first flounce in front of me. I like it, I really do, but it takes a lot longer. So when it came to the other flounces, I went ahead and just I lengthened the length of the settings because it was taking too long, okay? And I just wanted to be over with it. So after sewing the front and back pieces together, I put it on and measured where I wanted the V cut, and I went ahead and cut that out. You want to put bad sides together, and then once you sew it all the way around, you're gonna flip it back out, and that's how this front flounce is sewed to the dress. I just measured like where exactly like it should stop for this front one, because like I said, this is one big flounce, and it went from here all the way up and then back down and then to my back around my shoulder. You know, you get the point. So just take a good estimate on where you need to sew it down. I do recommend pinning it down first and then seeing how it looks, just to make sure you don't mess up too bad. Okay, so I used a toilet paper roll to make the flower. Start with a circle, right? And then you want to sew around the circle. What I did was I made a spiral in the circle so that I know like where exactly I should sew, and it just makes a flower. I mean, it's pretty simple. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but it was pretty simple. You do kind of have to measure before you start sewing. Pin it first and measure it. I started on the outside and then worked my way in, so I estimated how much fabric I would need in order to fill this whole thing up. So it got so much that I couldn't sew it all down with my sewing machine because it was a lot and like it looked very complicated. So I do recommend, as you reach like the middle, go ahead and hand sew it in. It'll save you a whirlwind of trouble. I think this part is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, all I did was just cut out where I wanted it. So that front part, I should have just made another flounce because it is like a little low. It's a little short for me. Yeah, I should have just made another flounce. It's just, I'm telling you, it takes forever. So yeah, so that's really the only like thing I have to say about this dress is like, I don't know, this just looks weaselly and like, I don't know. It's also not the same length as all the other ones, like the same width as all the other ones. So yeah, don't be lazy. I mean, if you are, shit, you'll still have a dress, but And that's how I made the dress. If you like this video, please, give me a little thumbs up, maybe a comment, maybe subscribe, I don't know. It helps me know that people like this kind of content. So if you're feeling up for it, maybe subscribe. But yes, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below if you made the dress or you're planning on making the dress, or this inspired you to make a similar dress. I don't know. But yeah, I'm done. See you soon.